When it comes to keeping your back and spine healthy, nothing beats daily walking. It hydrates your discs, strengthens your posture, and engages your core. But if walking hurts, you'll miss out on those benefits. In this video, I'll show you why it happens and how to fix it. It would take several textbooks to really explain the benefits of walking to your health. One would be on the physical benefits, such as cardiovascular health, joint lubrication and mobility, bone density support, weight management, and blood sugar regulation. The benefits to your spine and core would be a whole other textbook, such as the gentle spinal decompression that walking provides, and the built-in lumbopelvic rhythm that walking naturally provides to balance your muscles, especially the length-tension relationship between your hip flexors and your hip extensors and your abdominals and your lower back muscles, and just the general postural reinforcement, because walking is a synergistic movement that includes all the muscles of your body working together. Another one could be written on the mental and emotional benefits of walking, such as stress reduction, mood boost, and the promotion of creativity and focus. And another one on the reduction of disease and the increased longevity and health span that walking provides. Walking reduces all-cause mortality risk. It also improves your immune function and is shown to improve sleep quality. And finally, the practical and lifestyle benefits of walking extend through all areas of your life. For example, the family and social connection if you're walking with your kids or your friend or your partner, and the habit stacking of walking while listening to a podcast, educating yourself, or listening to your music to relax your mind, or just practicing your breath work or observation of the scenery around you. And it's highly accessible. It requires no equipment, can be done anywhere, and can be adapted to different fitness levels by walking at different speeds or up and down inclines. But here's the reality. Not everyone can walk pain-free. For some people with back problems, every step hurts. Here's a few reasons why walking might hurt. Number one is poor core stability. Your deep core stabilizers may not be firing well, which makes every step you take kind of jar the spine. This includes muscles like your transverse abdominis, multifidus, pelvic floor, but it's not really important to know or single out the individual muscles as much as it is to use all of the muscles synergistically and be connected to them. Number two is a major culprit for causing pain while walking, and it has to do with the excessive amount of sitting that we do in today's society, causing tight hip flexors and psoas muscles, which attach directly to your spine. So when you go to stand up after sitting all day, they are pulling on your spine, pulling it out of alignment. And this is exceptionally relevant for people with stenosis, spondylolisthesis, degenerative disc disease, where the spine is getting pulled into a hyperlordosis, and every step you take is yanking on that spine because of those tight hip flexors. Number three is very similar in that it's a muscle imbalance, but it's more of a side-to-side or left-to-right imbalance in your pelvis and hip muscles, creating uneven loading when you take steps left and right. And this can create a torsion or a torque on your spine and pelvis, creating repetitive trauma when you walk. Number four is nerve irritation. If you already have inflamed nerves and discs in your spine, walking does include a little bit of rotation and extension of the spine, and this can create compression on that inflammation, that nerve, and cause shooting pain down your legs. This is the same reason why stenosis is a major factor in pain with walking if you have tight hip flexors. And the last category, number five, is your gait pattern. If you have compensatory patterns from previous injuries or a history of walking with a limp or guarding one side of your body, this can last and be ingrained into your gait pattern now, even if you don't have that injury anymore. And this creates an asymmetry in your walking, leading to some of the problems that we discussed prior. Really, what you want to do is you want to aim to walk as symmetrically as possible, taking the same amount of step length with each foot, and also spending the same amount of time on each foot when you walk. This is the stance phase of gait. And when people are limping, they're actually spending less time on one foot than they are on the other foot, creating what's called an antalgic gait pattern. And this leads to problems up and down the chain of the body. So same step length and same step time on each foot should be your goal. So on the topic of gait pattern, the way that you walk does matter a lot, not only in how you step, but also how you engage your core while you're walking. This is one of the major focuses that we teach our students in core balance training. But what's even more important than the way that you walk is that your body is ready for walking. If walking hurts, it doesn't mean you can't walk. It just means walking might not be the best thing for you right now. You may benefit more from core stability and posture training first to get your body to that minimum threshold it needs of support for your spine so that you can walk pain-free. And once you can do that, that's when the benefits of walking really compound and take your health to the next level. Some long-term solutions you can focus on to get to that minimum threshold so you can walk pain-free are, like I said, core stability training. We use the 3 core anchors in core balance training to create a framework so you can engage your core in a healthy way that supports your spine. Number 2 is resetting your walking mechanics so that your arms, trunk, and pelvis are in sync with each other, creating that synergistic muscular balance with a little bit of rotation and reciprocal movement that's so healthy for your body. Number 3 is targeted mobility. Especially if you have certain muscles like the hip flexors that are tight, they could be restricting your hips, and any extension that should be going into your hips might be and likely is going into your lumbar spine, creating repetitive trauma. Number 4, and the final rehab-focused solution is strengthening your stabilizers, such as your glutes, your other hip muscles, your deep abdominal muscles. And this does overlap with number 1, core stability training, but it's more focused on strengthening so that they can support your spine, where core stability training is focused on engagement and how you engage your core in a healthy way, and that you can maintain that engagement throughout ongoing activities like walking. The final 2 long-term solutions that can help you get back to walking better are more strategy focused. So gradual exposure to walking is a great idea for people that have pain with walking. So start with very short walks. It may just be a 2-minute walk or a 5-minute walk, and gradually progress your walking distance and walking time as your body is able. This is the best strategy you can take to improving really in any physical fitness goal. It's gradual progression. And the last strategy is the mind-body awareness that you have while you're walking. So focusing on your posture, being aware of your posture, focusing on your breathing while walking. Yes, breathing is important while you're walking, and the way that you breathe also matters, which is the very first lesson in our program because it's so foundationally important. So if you're interested in trying that out, we do offer a free 7-day trial, and I strongly believe that just that free trial can get you back on course to walking daily again and getting all those benefits that walking can provide you. Walking can either hurt you or heal you depending on your foundation, and once your body is ready, every step is medicine. I'll be back next week with another topic for getting out of the back pain cycle for good. And until then, get down on the floor and connect to your core.